Mystery Fun Fest continues. We are having our next live event. It's Scrabble. And I guess the question first and foremost on my mind is if you tell Nightbot to set the game to Scrabble, is Twitch going to find the Game Boy Color version of it? I think probably not.
I tried.
Is that how it works? Can you do stuff like that?
I don't know. Oh, the Scrabble Blast. No, that's not.
That's not even it. Is there another Scrabble game for the GBC? Or did it just find like the B
I think
in
it's just
GBC?
I guess. Even though that's not very close anyway. Whatever. We're going with Scrabble. We're just playing Scrabble.
Yeah. So this is Scrabble for the Game Boy Color. They are not going to be competing against any kind of AI because there would be a huge amount of RNG. So they are going to be on. I mean, there's still kind of a lot of RNG, honestly, but they are going to be on a single-player board. So rather than trying to block opponents from getting good scoring plays and avoiding setting up good scoring plays, you need to flip both of those if you have any kind of Scrabble experience. You want to set yourself up for triple word scores on good letters and stuff like that. The rules are that you can reset only when you run out of tiles, you go through all of them, or you have no reasonable plays. Because we didn't want someone who's not good enough at Scrabble to just be completely unable to finish, just to have nowhere to place words. Now, at any time you can pass, and that's going to end your game, we do not allow players to do this whenever they want, because you start on a double word score in Scrabble, and it turns out the optimal noob strategy is to just play your first word on a double word score, and then if nothing else happens, lines up on a double letter or triple letter or whatever, then you end your game right there and go again, and you can get like a half-hour time that way. And that's lame. So we can't let players reset whenever they want. So we have this in between where someone's just gonna have to look at the board and be like, yeah, that board's messed up, man. It's okay. You can reset. I think there's room for this to get messy. So I don't know who's on hand to judge board states. But we'll just try to, as long as everyone comes correct and is trying to have fun, we'll get through it. Anyway, the goal is to get 1,000 points. If you're good at this, you'll probably do it in 2 boards. If you're really good at this, you'll do it under a half hour.
I'm so bad at this. I played some Babel. I don't know. I do not know words. I am not... Yeah, I don't even know the word for this one. I am not in control of the English language. In German you would say mächtig. Ich bin der englischen Sprache nicht mächtig. It's like I am
Got
not...
it.
I am not... I don't
You're
even know
not
how to translate
well
it.
versed. You don't have the
Yeah?
verbiage.
It's like I am
You
not
don't-
I don't have the power of the English language. It's like kind of how it translates. Which sounds really cool, but yeah.
Yeah, what would you say in English? I guess you could say like I'm not proficient. I'm not. Well versed comes to my mind at least.
I do like I don't have the proficiency.
Yeah, it's I've always been impressed with your English. I assume it's like a second language, right?
Yeah, I'm German. I speak German.
Yeah. Your English is like there's very, very few, if any, like little bumps and stuff that sometimes you get when people speak English as a second language. And then there's all kinds of like idioms and stuff that you seem to get. Like I've always been super impressed with your English, but it's never quite the same. Like you probably, do you like think in German?
I guess if I'm like in a voice chat with other people, I would think in English.
But like you're on your own and you need 13 apples at the supermarket and you're putting them into the cart.
Probably German then, yeah.
Yeah.
It helps to think in English if I want to formulate sentences in English. Because then
I bet.
The context is already in my head.
Anyway, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Like when you play a game like a platformer or whatever, most of the stuff about the game transcends languages, and people from all around the world can fight on surprisingly even footing. And then word games, there's just this barrier between native English speakers and non-native that is just kind of a thing, unfortunately. Nightmare is doing the good service here of letting the players know about a setting in the options called fast scoring. When you make a play, an animation zooms in on your letters and it picks them up and it'll like reveal if they're on top of a double letter or a double word score or whatever, and it will total up your points on each word nice and slowly for you. And it eats up a lot of time. So if you turn on fast scoring, that goes way faster. You'll save like 10, 15 minutes or something on your run. So it's important to have that on. And now everyone has hopefully caught this message from Nightmare and is not going to get caught by this. Anyway, I like to do a lot of word games. I like to do crosswords and stuff like that. I got a 37-minute time for this goal, which is not bad. I wasn't as fast as Midboss or Nightmare, who have done this before. Midboss says I'm better at word stuff than him, but he was just really fast. He's good at going fast at things. And I did not have that practice. I kept wanting to find good plays rather than just a play. And I guess it was to my detriment. But I'll try to do my best to point out things that players could be doing. I also have a list of 2- and 3-letter words that can be helpful.
I'm seeing something here on Midboss's stream already. Building like a staircase.
Yeah. This is something he likes to do. He says it's good. And if he says it, then I believe him. For anyone who doesn't know, NES Kamikaze is a word game savage. The first race of this was 500 points. And Boney and Nightmare were at like 50 minutes. Midboss was at 36. NES Kamikaze, 15 minutes.
Oh, they've played this already. Typical.
Yeah. Everything in here is something Boney's played in some capacity for the most part.
And friends.
And there's some story behind it. Whatever was appealing to make it a thing to race 6-7 years ago is
I don't know.
The same reason to have our community do it now.
Why would you pick the Game Boy Color version? There's gotta be some kind of version that allows you to use a keyboard or a mouse. Or, I don't know, it seems inconvenient.
We have an intense Lemmings remix playing on Rainwave here. So this is a big race. We got another 33 entrants. We've been over 30 for all of these events so far, I think.
Music goes hard.
Dun, 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 dun. I listened to Lemmings for the Commodore 64 and it was like, yeah, this is what I gotta... This is a good base to build off of.
Alright. The race will start at approximately one my time, which is in a minute. Let's see. That didn't transition. Whatever. We got Shrambles, Mid-Boss, Bond Noob, and Cine. Classic Ghost versus Troopers.
Ghost on the left, Troopers on the right.
And it's Scrabble. Woo! I don't even know what to commentate. Like, wow. That was a crazy word. Look at that.
Well, you can point out this like staircase thing that Mid-Boss likes to do.
Yeah.
You want to have a vowel as the core of the staircase. It's a lot easier to put two consonants around a vowel than it is to put two vowels around a consonant.
That makes sense.
It also builds to the triple word score in the corner not as quickly.
Why not?
So I don't know if that's good. It does get you... So normally you don't do this in Scrabble because you don't get infinite turns. You don't just put down... Like if you've got the word beaches or something, you would just put beaches down. You would never just put down each and then put a B next to it and then put the ES on the end of it, right? And score 3 different words that way. But you can do that in this game. It will give you more points per letter, more points per board. But it is going to eat up more turns watching animations and stuff. I don't know what the trade-off is there. Whether it's worth it or not.
Also, look at this. The ghosts have like a darker emulator. What's up with that?
Spooky.
Yeah.
Turn the lights off.
Yeah. Our natural habitat. The dark. You can only see us with a flashlight.
Yeah, and then you get stunned.
Yeah,
And you gotta run away from the vacuum.
Yeah, that's kind of an issue.
That's okay. We're pretty slow, and if you jump on us, it's all over.
And you kill your friends. Complete madness when one of you gets stumped, everyone else just gets like destroyed.
Yeah.
Alright. 3 people remaining to done. Dot ready. And then we'll be starting.
Oh, right, I forgot. You asked some players for audio, and I didn't even think about it. We probably don't want game audio.
We don't?
So, the music in this game is horrid. It's just... It's not where we want to be. You can turn it off, and many players choose to do that. So you'll just get some sound effects. Just like a little like bleep, bloop, bleep, biddle-dee, right? Wouldn't be the end of the world if we didn't have that either. So, I don't know. We'll see if someone is playing without game audio and we can get their sound effects. Mid-Boss keeps the music on because... I don't know. said he specifically keeps it on though, like it. He seemed to understand that it was bad to listen to.
Yeah.
But it almost seemed like that was a good thing to him.
Like it rushes him along to finish it as quickly as possible. I don't want to listen to this anymore. Gotta make words. Oh, wait, I missed the title. Oh no. Oh, don't do this to me.
And at some point you hit a refresh button.
Yeah, I made it so that the audio gets transferred. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do... Nothing's working anymore, hold on. Okay, we go here. And we go back here. There we go.
Swoosh.
Perfect. 1,000 points. So is there like place where you can score like 200 points with one word or something? Or is that not really a thing? Is it more like a marathon?
It's a marathon. You would have to get extremely lucky. But like maybe a really good player could meticulously set up that play because you're the only one playing words. So you are going to get every tile in the bag eventually. So
oh, it's like Tetris.
You could
like 7 bag.
Exactly. Except it's like 300 bag or whatever.
Yeah.
So you could theoretically have some piece of the board set up always for this thing you want to do. I think the infamously best scoring possible word is to have one of the letters of the word craziest up on the edge of the board, let's say the top left corner, and then you play, I guess it would be one of the one letter scoring words, and then you play let's say it's the I that's up there, you play CRAZEST on either side of it. It stretches across 2 triple word scores, and the Z, which is worth 10 points, lands on a double letter score.
So it's 20,
so that,
and then the whole word gets 6 times.
Well, the Z gets multiplied by 2 up to 20, and then you add in the other things, and those are not that much, honestly. It goes up to like 30 something, and then you multiply the whole thing by 18.
Oh.
Because it's times 9, sorry, for 2 triples. So the Z alone is 180 points because it's times 2 and then times 9. And then you get 50 points for using all your letters. That's called a bingo. If you at any point you use all your letters, you get 50 points. It adds after multipliers, so you don't get to times 9 your 50 points. But the whole thing is worth like 330 points or something. I think that's the highest scoring Scrabble play.
Oh, here we go.
The highest I've ever been able to score in one move was like 80 in the couple of games that I played. Here we go. An early X for Shrambles and a J. Could just start with Jax on a double word score. That's what I would do. JAX.
Oh, I'm not listening to the audio.
Drax? Scrambles, what do you do? Is that a thing? Invalid word. So there's no punishment for getting an invalid word. You would lose your turn, but your turn is next, so it's fine. Mid-boss opens up with a fairly innocuous 3-letter word.
Man, this is some music.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like classic music, I guess. Very sad and somber.
Let's see if someone else has just audio. How about you? Nope. And we already know Midbus doesn't.
So one thing you can do, where I think it is good, is... Oh, look at this axe ox thing that Midboss has going on. This is on top of a double word score. So this X is going to get... It's going to be worth 32 points on that play on its own.
Where does it say the score?
The running total? Yeah, right there. That brief
85.
Screen in between plays. That's your running total so far. The score on each individual play is on the animation that pops up afterwards. That right there. 7-3, 10 points for Deer for mid-boss. Kind of a real feel lint nerd in the bottom right corner.
Wait, did you have like a free letter you could change?
Yes. Blank tiles are any letter you want, but they are worth 0 points on their own. So you can't just make them into a Z when you want a Z and get 10 points off of the Z. I say Z, by the way. I'm Canadian. Get used to it.
I never understood why people say it differently.
I don't know either. I do know Z is a word that you can play, though. If you want to use a Z, Z-E-D. I just use Z there. I think because E came after it and is the same vowel sound. I didn't even notice that.
142.
Shrambles has got Hoarder down there. That's cool. If he played all 7 letters all at once, that would have been really good for that 50-point bonus. But a word like that, even though it's impressively long, is not really worth that many points when it's you're not using particularly good letters and you're not landing on any word or letter bonuses. So it's kind of counterintuitive. ZZ Top is always ZZ Top. I'm Canadian and I think you're super wrong if you go around saying ZZ Top. That feels like a crime. Oh, Noob breaking out the obi. Japanese sash worn with a kimono or whatever.
Also a German hardware store.
Nice.
I don't think IW. Nope.
Yeah, Shrimbles is gonna have trouble playing off of that. Can put the W before the HI and get like, yeah, can make while. It would land on a double word score with your W. That would be pretty good and would give you things to play off of. HIE is a word, and that's gonna also give Shrambles something to play off of now. But look how fast mid-boss is playing. This is the key.
Yeah.
Speed is so important here. You want to go fast, and then when you get a good letter, you want to make use of it on a double, on a triple, something. You just want to make better use of your good letters and burn through all the other ones to get to those letters. And that's a good way to get a good score, even if you're not particularly good at spelling words and stuff.
But
here's
also,
mid-boss with a triple, just like gut. It's 4 points. Triple it to 12. Whatever.
Nice.
Not going to be precious about it. Even though there's still a Z and a Q in the bag, and when you've got that T there, you can spell QAT as a 3-letter word. I would have saved it for that, but mid-boss is not interested in saving anything. It's going to go for Riggy, and it's not a word.
What the hell is a Riggy? It's like the cousin of Reggie.
It's like it's like the Christmas Carol, figgy pudding, but it's
I don't know. You lost
been
me.
manufactured. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding.
Guys, another word. Mid-boss has run out of words. I slowed down a lot.
Yeah, he's just kind of throwing stuff down. I don't know why he's insisting on going up there. Good luck finding a U blank G word to get going in there. Mid-boss can play off of the right side at any time. That lure, that's pretty tasty.
Sounds like bait.
Gutsy would not be a great play because you're using an S, which is super powerful. There's all kinds of times where you play a noun that you can just tack an S onto. So you can just build any word that has an S in it going perpendicular to a word that you're tacking an S onto. So, like, Shrambles at the bottom there has Jew, and I think this is actually the person Jew and not some kind of other word that just happens to be spelt the same. So, if he wanted to make Jews, he could make any word going across underneath it that has an S in it. So, he could make pigs or something, as well as Jews, and then score both. So, S's are very useful that way. And you don't really want to just make gutsy with it.
Midboss has no vowels at all. Is that a problem?
It can be. Doesn't really have many good vowels. This is the bad part about doing what Midboss is doing, is when you clog up your board this way, there are no exposed vowels. Like look at lures on the right side of the board. If that R was a vowel, you could put 2 consonants on either side of it and make something.
Yeah.
Maybe even 4 consonants, right? But when he's done this triple staircase ladder thing, you don't give yourself those opportunities nearly as much.
We could spell Zen at the top, but then we're wasting the Z a bit.
Yeah. Also, as we found out yesterday, Zen is not in the Scrabble dictionary.
What?
Yeah.
That's a word.
It sure is to me, but not to Scrabble.
I mean, it's more a
Someone
word
tried
than high.
I know. In and new will work, and none will as well. This isn't really going to be many points.
I think Midboss just wants to get through the board.
You could put an S there. I think you could do like Las, L-A-S, at the bottom of nuns. But really with the S, you could go anywhere. So I'm going to try to get a snapshot of points here. Oh, it goes by so fast. All right, just focus on one person. I can't try to wait for the screen and react to it.
Midboss is 319.
Cine, playing Sid for 12 points. 194, maybe 84.
84.
Shrambles, 137.
I did not see that.
Noob, 280. Pretty good.
Yeah. Also,
Save going down to a triple word score with a V in it. Not too bad.
I think Pond Noob has a better board than Midboss.
Yeah, it's tough to expand to the left side of the board, though. Coming into this A is a little bit awkward. And then, like, coming into Duo in the top right, coming into Mirror, or... Yeah, it's going to find Goa here, and this is now the one way to keep going, ending in a G. So, dig. Doesn't have an E. An E at the end of that G is pretty powerful. It opens up all kinds of stuff.
Shake?
I literally can't do better than dig.
I would just say if shake is a word.
Yeah, but again, that S is good. You don't want to use it there if you can. It's going to go for...
You will have it at the top then. Let it go.
Maybe with an E on the end, that'd be a word.
Lich. Yeah, sure. Hey, can I borrow your lich?
I'm out on a lidge. Oh, look, Maze. This is going to be really big scores. That's a 45-point score for Midboss.
What's the red squares?
Triple word score.
Uh-huh.
Entire word multiplied by 3.
Yeah, he's making
the pinks.
He's making good use of those triple points.
Yeah. I mean, made like not good use of one of them, but as long as you are making good use of the 4 big letters. Q and Z are both worth 10 points. J and X are both worth 8. Like K is 5, V is 4, right? Those are a lot less. The 2 10s and the 2 8s, J, X, Q, V. You want those to land on triple something, whether it's a triple word or directly on a triple letter. As long as you're making use of those, the other triple word scores, yeah, do whatever with them. Don't think about it too much. Just make a play, go fast.
Ooh, it's not a word.
Owned Noob's got Sue there. I think Suez is probably just a proper noun and not actually a word.
What is a word?
Oh, could make suede, but it's going to go for sewer. Someone who sues is a sewer.
Oh,
correct.
Pond Noob got like an intersection on the ×3.
Yeah. That's another good thing that you can do.
It's gonna count it twice.
Oh, we got a Scrabble expert in the chat. Uradel? Indolas? Wow.
Those are not words. You can't fool me.
They're Scrabble words, and Scrabble players know them.
I'll be honest,
Midboss knows cat, too. Look in the bottom middle of his board there. Didn't land on anything good, but it got out of his hand. He's ready to be done with this board and move on to the next one.
How do you know how many tiles are left?
You gotta just have a feel for it. If you're amazing, I guess you could just be, like, counting as you go.
Midboss keeps spelling OT. We already know that's not a word.
Now we know. Midboss has only got 6 tiles, so there isn't a 7th one left in the bag to draw. So these are the last 6 letters.
Oh. Into. Why not into? Oh, can you do in and then into?
You can.
Add more points?
It is, because it's literally just in the points you get for in and the points you get for into.
Oh, he passes. 500, yeah, halfway done. Oh,
yeah.
I will put this down there, actually. 537.
It's important to keep track of that yourself, because it doesn't get recorded in the game anywhere, and you're trying to get to 1,000, so you want to know how many you need to actually win.
Tony is not a word.
What is not a word?
Tony!
Tony? Oh.
That's a name.
That's funny. Going in with cat. Triple letter score on the C, though, is pretty decent for a little cat. Triple word score opened up for Shrambles. It's got the Q. Can make quad here with the blank tile turning into a U. That'd be good for 33 points or something. I'd go ahead and do that, I think. It's going to be tough to do something good with the triple word score in the top middle of Shrambles' board. You're going to want some kind of E to go after the P, I'm sure.
Burn.
Maybe you could play Jeep.
I don't know if it's a German thing. Why I've never seen Scrabble. Like, I don't know
All
anyone...
your words are so long, your board would be ginormous if you played the German version.
But I don't know anyone who even owns Scrabble.
It's probably just not as fun or popular to play a game in a different language like this. Tony is high-toned.
Good for him.
It also used to mean a simpleton. Which I feel like the story there goes back to like some guy named Tony who was just a real idiot. And everyone would be like, oh yeah, that's a real Tony move. Shrambles is going for food on this triple word score, which is going to be 24 points. And that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, dour, D-O-U-R. That's a word, isn't it? Could have had quad going off the triple word score on the left side of the board, spelling dour going down.
So do you always redraw to 7 letters after spelling something?
Yes.
Oh, so Pontnoob is on his last 5 as well. Could exit here and hope to get 550-ish on the second one. But he's got some, like he's got W and Y left, which I feel like you could make a lot of words with.
Yeah. Could spell wine with this double word score and is.
Oh, nice. That's 14 points?
I think could put the Y next to da. Yeah, there. To make day and ya.
Yeah, it's
invalid.
Not a word.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Deck. Ga. Okay, I'm glad that wasn't a word. Could you make I? Is that a word? A-Y?
Yes.
Could do that in the top bottom right then. Put it bottom right.
Is nicey a word? Is Miri a word? No.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I don't think you can put a Y on the end of Gee.
I mean, NY? No. What? New York is not a word.
It probably doesn't mean New York.
What was this 504?
Yes.
54. 04.
Cindy plays noise. I don't know what a noise is.
Sounds like some kind of cereal mascot.
Has no vowels, so has this blank tile. I would just use this as a vowel right now, than trying to save it for something special. It's gonna go for what vowel here? I think there's probably multiple that work.
Peace.
Probably. None of them work. I think. Oh no, I'm looking at 2 letters, sorry.
Then he spelled Vis.
Vas.
He spelled Vis.
And Vis.
Vault.
Yeah, those are the only 2.
Nigh, to approach.
Oh, like when we say nigh, like the end is nigh?
What?
It used to be spelt NY.
No? What? Game is crazy. Oh, make Nolts now. Right? Isn't that the strat? Oy vey. Oh, oy vey is not a word. Oy vey. Like, could you maybe make Nolts? I feel like that's a word. If Nol is a word, Nolts is gonna be one.
Depends. If it's a noun, yeah, absolutely.
Ever. That's a word. And then you can probably do something cool up there.
UIN is a word that could go on that triple word score for Shrambles at the bottom.
V. Family V is a word.
Mid-boss using that patented triple staircase maneuver, getting closer to the triple word. Has a blank AT, which is a good thing to build off of, and then a blank T, which is another good thing to build off of. So, boot. Does that get across there? Is OT a word?
No. You've discovered that
not.
like 5 times already.
Okay.
Everyone's spelling OT. This one works. But in this case, he could have spelled like high first, couldn't he? And then hits. Or just H, and then high, and then hits. Wouldn't that make more points?
So in this case, it's tricky because the H is on a double letter score.
Ah. Oh, and the S
that
is
only
on
gets
a triple.
used once. Yeah. So I don't know. It might be more points.
Okay.
I don't know if it's more points per second or whatever.
Yeah. Gore? Oh no. This channel is gonna get tossed. You're throwing gore on
310
stream.
points. Mid-boss needs another 200. Wow, we got Valorant at the bottom there for Own Noob. Just needs an N. Also, I don't think... Is that an actual word?
I mean, he likes it.
Not found.
Apparently gamers is not a word. What is this game?
Oh, I missed Cindy's score before the reset.
Me too.
Valorant is a game. I don't know if you know this, Tetsuya, but a lot of games, their names are also words.
Like Scrabble. Wait, no.
Is pa a valid word? I bet it is. I don't even really need to look it up, but yeah, it is. Mid-boss has got some good letters. Where's it going? Jug. No doubles, no triples, no nothing. Just playing the jug.
There's a blue thing under it, right?
Is there? I think that part of the board's empty. The G already is on top of a blue thing, but that was already there. It doesn't count again.
Oh, it doesn't? It only counts
Yeah.
the first time you activate something?
Yes.
Ah.
Which is why hits in the top right might not necessarily have been better to play high first.
Midbus has 969 points. Oh.
Well, this triple word score for 24.
Oh, that's not it? He's missing 7 points.
I can make stories off of any S anywhere on the board, but the board's too cluttered, unfortunately. So I don't know if there's a good way to play it. But that's hilarious that his entire board just was a 7-letter word straight across.
Oh, that's enough. 9 points is enough. He's done. He doesn't know it.
It's done in by math.
We're doing fizz. Fizz is not a word. Neither is bus. I think he's done. I think it was 537.
I think he could just make Fox.
You're doing Veer. Veer is correct. 8 points. That's done.
Oh, you can't done until you finish the... Do you have to finish the board? No, the last one you don't have to
no.
pass your turn.
You just get 1,000 points.
Yeah. So there it is. Improving his personal best, 2251. Mid-boss finishes in first for the Troopers.
I mean, that's pretty typical for Troopers to get the message, oh, you've improved your personal best in the race room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've seen that already.
We also saw Owned Noob do pretty well in the Super Auto Pets tournament, having basically been on the development team for the game.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of things
this
tournament, this whole event.
We also see SSX3 being dominated by me, which is good. I wish I could tell you about SSX3.
Just to be clear, you can.
Nah.
You can tell me about SSX3.
You cannot. It is immoral for me to do so. I would be letting down my whole team.
Nudge can end up on that triple word score. The letters aren't fantastic. Well, D and a G, yeah, I'd go for Nudge on a triple word score, even though I've got a Z. I wouldn't just put Med and make it really hard to use that triple word score at all. We're gonna get what here? Gazed. Nice. This is better than Nudge. Did it just reject Med? It sure did. It's the Game Boy Color version of Scrabble. Whatever the dictionary was at the time this came out might have been different, and then also maybe it just doesn't have the full dictionary because it's a poor little Game Boy game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the limitation was on it. So once per board, you can exchange any amount of letters. And that's what we just saw from Own Noob there. Didn't like the situation they were in. It's got a decent selection of letters. Whoa. QZKH on the board for 90. Quiz is maybe trying to hold on to Quiz, so you want to try to use the HOK. Is Hork a word?
Hork.
Close with a Z.
Oh, is this scoring lower than the mystery race? Yeah, Pilot Wings gave more points than Scrabble.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't know that.
Had a couple more finishes. Bright Shadow in second place. 24-48. And Not Igabot in third place. 26-16.
Oh, that's a ghost. Woo!
There's a lot of people who I don't remember whose team they're on. Got an X on the board for Shrambles. I think has an M if I saw right. Could do mix and have the X land on a triple letter score. Doesn't set you so well up to use the triple though. Oh no, it doesn't have an M. Nix is maybe a word? The game quicks, or kicks or whatever, unfortunately is not a word.
Why didn't we have Jello Watchers on our team? Missed opportunity for the ghosts.
Oh right, yeah, you can just do another QI onto the triple. We're gonna get fun coming down here for Cine. And Nice in 4th place, 27:42, improving his personal best by 15 minutes actually when we were playing this yesterday. That is a massive improvement. That feel when no one had faith in a guy who blew his entire night and took a day off work today to practice Scrabble Game Boy Color strats. The practice pays off for Bright Shadow. Well, next is staring Shrambles in the face. Where to put it? The board's looking pretty cluttered. Okay, I've found this QI. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. It's going to score off the Q multiple times, perhaps. Wait, QIN, is that not... Oh, that's in the current Scrabble dictionary. It's not in this one. QIS also works. But that would probably not be a good use of the S. I can't believe Shrambles put the Q next to the I and then didn't put the I next to the Q onto the triple. I didn't see it, but when once you see the QI, it should all come into play. So here's next. Can do like on or in or something, but it's only going to be 6 points, I think.
Anubis Horny.
I think we can do training for Shrambles. It just needs to find an open end somewhere on a very cluttered board, so it's never going to happen, and you need to immediately give up. I hate when I see a bingo, a big 7-8 letter word, and there's just nowhere to put it. Because I start thinking about ways to like, okay, well, what's the most likely letter to get back if I use a letter, and then like maybe try to build out, and like, it's not worth it in this category. Every time I get an ING, I think I should try to save it to get some kind of 7-letter word going. Usually that's a mistake too. Nightmare across the finish line, 30-38, finishing in 5th place. And Oh Noob playing Brain on the triple word score, 496 plus 504 is exactly 1,000 points, finishing in 6th place, 30-48 is the time. Firing back from the ghost side of the board.
I mean, it's about as much of a blowout as I was expecting.
Yeah.
All the events are gonna be like this from now on, I think. Looking at the events.
What, all Troopa or all blowouts?
All Trooper.
Ooh.
I mean, actually, like, Video Game Chris is not gonna be even close. And then windjammers, I have no idea. And fighting game tournament, I don't even care. That's not for me.
Sydney's gonna play Sizz, invalid word. It's a useful prefix, but I guess is not a word on its own. There's got to be some way to get a 7-letter word going for Sydney, I think. Those letters were all really good. IN. 2 H's in here is going to be tough to use. Got Julo Ninja. It's got a Q and it's gonna make Squire. What a time to tune in.
Ooh.
On the triple word score.
48. Good score. Only on his
Is
second
choir a word, I wonder? Because then you could do an S word going down and get the double triple word score on it. But I don't know if choir is a word. Sizz is having atoms on the same side of the molecule. Yeah, same is the... And then opposite is, or like changing or whatever, different is trans. Choir is a word. Aww.
Oh, I switched out the wrong person. I made a mistake. Meant to put in this
one. 90's got a Q and 3 U's. Normally I have the opposite problem of no U's. Oh. At least if 90 gets another E, can go Q, U, E, U, E, but that is not gonna score on any good bonuses. I would play uke off the E in beer. Although having starting a U on the next word is not very good. Nighty can play U off of the Y in the top left, going down, and spell ox going across on the way.
Yeah, that's good. It's like the mid-boss strat of 3 words, 3-letter words.
And then hopefully draws a letter that can, like an R or something that can go on the end of it, turn it into your, and build and get just space to put letters down.
Or could get a fox.
So the way Scrabble works is at the end of the game you lose points based off of the letters that are stuck in your hand, and that still applies here. When you decide I can't play anywhere on this board and you pass to start a new board, Nighty is going to lose 29 points. Yeah, oh noob, we saw Valorant. We looked it up though. It turns out it's not a real word. A bingo in Scrabble is when you use all 7 of your letters. You get a 50-point bonus. It doesn't get multiplied by any of the word bonuses or anything, but 50 points is a lot of points. So generally, if you've got high-scoring letters, you want to focus on getting those on good bonuses, but if you've got an entire hand of low-scoring letters, then the really, really good Scrabble players start looking for bingos. A way to use all 7 of them to get that 50 points. And there's a higher chance of being able to do that because the low-scoring letters are the really good ones that make lots of different words.
Fat. I mean,
Is it a real word?
that's a word.
Spelling correct.
And I can do like thought. I don't think you're allowed to say thought on Twitch.
No, can almost get throttle. Needs a T and an E. H-R-O-T-T-L-E. It would go all the way to the triple word score too. Is ho a word? H-O? It is. Could spell ort or something along the bottom, just trying to get towards that triple word score.
Right, let me try to find something smart for Jewel Ninja here. Just for
Everyone stand back. Maurice is going to be smart.
No, I'm gonna try to be smart. Oh, there's a lot of eyes.
Oh no.
Mississippi.
Yep, that's it. That's the play.
Yeah.
That's so many points.
It
Just play all 4 S's in the game. Have 13 letters or whatever in your... If someone somehow managed to have the letters lined up on the board to allow Mississippi, I think if you play it, you just win the game. Nighty has got this Q and the Z and all these U's, and it just hurts to look at. Quake! It's not good points. The Q misses what you want it to hit.
The U will be on the blue one, right?
It doesn't even hit the double. Yeah, the U hits the double. It's going for quiz there.
No
and
way.
That's gonna hit a double word score. EQ is not a word though.
EQ is also not a word.
I don't think so.
Okay. What could Julu do? You got a T, I like T. And then a bunch of vowels and a Y.
So there's that
Oh, he could spell yeet at the top. Everyone knows that's a word.
And what, make zoot going across? S-T-Y-E might be a word. It is.
Aye. These people are just making up words.
Do something like pie at the top.
Oh, now we got ace.
I think ord is a noun, and so I think Jilo Ninja's waiting for another S. There are 3 on the board, I think. So there's no, all 4 are on the board, and both blanks are on the board. So there's no option for Jilo Ninja to make ords and go up to the triple there. So should give up on that and focus elsewhere.
Then he needs to just pass maybe.
Game over. We've had no more finishes yet.
Yeah, it was kind of a lull of 10 minutes now. Is lull a word?
How do you spell it?
L-U-L-L?
Yeah, lull.
Yeah, like a break.
Yeah.
Calm period.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, nice.
And like the word lullaby.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Could do ape or age. Yeah, G would land on a double letter score. Or ape would also land on the double letter score. For Jilo Ninja in the bottom. And then that gets you an E that hopefully you can build off of and get some zigzags going towards that triple word score. It's going to try for JPEG, and this is not going to work for multiple reasons.
JPEG. I mean, it was invented before this game.
Yeah.
It is. Oh no.
It counts. Oh my goodness.
There's only
double
one
letter
Z.
score with the J.
There's only one Z.
It's something else.
Yeah, it's something completely
Whatever
innocent.
you were thinking, it's not.
Oh, I wasn't thinking anything. I knew
Pika Pal's in 7th place, 40 minutes, 58 seconds.
I knew that jizz was an artificial head of hair. Everyone knows
Yeah,
that.
it's like a wig.
Yeah,
but
except
it's jizz.
yeah, for some reason. Words. Can't live with them.
We're gonna get peg.
Oh, that's also a
Triple
dirty
word
word.
already used.
Also potentially dirty word.
Yeah, you can play dirty Scrabble, where every word you play has to be dirty. Or you have to convince everyone why it might be dirty.
Oh, the plunger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
I don't even want to explain this to you.
Yeah. Sometimes you just play muskrat and everyone just kind of nods. I smell some kind of big word for shambles, but I can't really tease it out here. All right, Cine on a 3rd board needs a couple more points to get finished off. I really, after just what we were talking about, I should have used a different set of words. Julo Ninja getting finished off there. Psh. Moving on to the next board. Oh boy.
That was all
Nighty has not made any plays forever.
Was all the jizz.
This is not where you want to be.
Though, I mean, it's like Old English, right? That still counts.
Thou.
Join.
Dirty Scrabble is called phonies. Huh. Every word must be fake but sound dirty, but not so dirty it would be uncouth to put on the board. Huh.
Okay.
I do like the idea of it can't be a real word, because then you still have to know the dictionary, and it's still somewhat competitive.
Rambus can almost play Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Can maybe do what? Muddied? No. Too many eyes. I see stuff like that and I'm like, diminutive. And then it's like, oh, wait, you need to have 3 letters just perfectly placed here, here, and here. Julo Ninja gets the last 52 points that they needed to score for the Ghosts in 8th place.
I'm kind of running out of people who's still left on the Ghosts.
Oh, Mox is no good. Just play Mix. Oh, Pix is not a word, though, is it? It is a word. Just play Mix, Shrambles. Oh, no. Gonna go for Vox, which is a Latin word, and is gonna count.
Oh, Jackassam can make key and then in. Like, no, that would be eek then. Another word in it. IDE. It probably doesn't mean integrated developer environment. It probably means something else in this case.
No, probably not.
Adobe is done, 9th place. Just one more ticket to distribute.
Dakazam can play Dyke going across on that eye, and then we'll open up the triple word score. And gets a K on a double word score as well. Pix is a container for communion bread, also a plural of pick.
What? Communion bread? Oh, like in the church.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Q with no U hurts, but there is that blank tile there for Jackazam.
So could Schrammel just place the Q in the bottom left? So it's key and then it's a double word, so whatever, it's like 24 points or whatever.
Yeah. It does basically permanently lock him out of the triple.
Oh,
well, no, because then you could just do like pi or something and make another QI.
Making crit, which is good.
Yeah, so Shrambles could play tie, for example, and then do double QI right on top of the double word score. So that Q would be 40 points.
And we have White Panther taking the last point in the race.
Yeah, a couple finishes. After Jula Ninja was Aaron Doby in 9th, also for the Troopas,
Ooh.
and then White Panther in 10th.
And then someone 3 to 5.
Mm-hmm. And another forfeit from Thor. I've seen this, I think, twice more in this event.
Yeah.
Before this.
Yeah, I've seen it in Pilot Wings.
But, I mean, a big reason why there's a lot of things I don't join is because I feel like I would just end up forfeiting. So I have a lot of respect for people who just join anyway and just go out there and try.
I wasn't here.
Poker.
Poker, that's a nice word.
Into Ringo. Yeah, it's just going to go run. I don't think Ringo is a word.
Oh, wrong is not a very high scoring word.
Not really. But you don't need to be super picky. Especially this late. Chances are good. The players are score. I'm sorry. We got wet sex on the board for 90.
Nice.
Just a set of wet sex over there.
Wet set sex. Like Jet Set Radio. But not quite. I'm actually kind of interested in this game now. I thought this wouldn't be for me, but it's interesting to watch actually.
Yeah, and you don't need to know the 6 and 7 letter words or what, like, you can be smart. Like, Midboss is like, I'm stupid. I'm dumb with words, right? We do crosswords and stuff together sometimes, and, like, he's constantly getting stuck and being like, Myth, what is it? And I'll look at it, it takes me 2 seconds, right? I'm better at word stuff than Midboss, but he crushes me at this because he's better at making quick decisions. He's a better blind racer than me, and those skills matter.
Yeah, I did like his staircase strategy. That seems good.
Yeah, but mostly it was just the speed at which he played. He was putting letters on the board constantly.
Yeah, he was the first one to finish 2 boards. Boy,
90 could put Vox down here. We already saw it earlier. It would be 26 points or something. It's pretty good. More finishes. Mr. Zimbu in 12th, 4803. Spritz T in 13th, 4919. Shoehorst 14th, 4926.
And there's Lol saying this is basically same skill set as TCG. Just menu fast and make instant decisions. I've heard Jonas Neubauer say that about Tetris. He says it's a game about making decisions. They don't have to be good decisions, just make more decisions than your opponent.
Yeah. I mean, when you get to the top, the decisions need to be good.
That trio is insane. I've been doing some quick play. Like, no way am I gonna win any of that.
Yeah. Nighty looked at this board forever. This wet sex board. Just been here forever and ever and ever. And then it's finally like...
Toe sex.
I think Nighty is playing...
He's got a theme.
I think Nighty has added a restriction onto this board.
Okay, well, what other dirty word could we spell?
Low?
Oh, low could be like if you connect it with something else. Rot. Right now we can't spell that. Oh, but we could spell regular rot. Then that's not really a sex word.
It really shouldn't be. We got an ING on the board for Shrambles. But not enough vowels to really go for a bingo. Wood. That's perfect.
Oh, wood. Yeah, yep. Let's go.
Diver for Jackazam. I'm starting to see every word in a whole new light now. This is not okay. This is not what I expected when I hopped onto commentary.
I mean, it's Scrabble. We gotta pass the time somehow.
It's also just how like words and human beings work. Like if you type almost any set of letters into Urban Dictionary, it comes back and tells you why it's a horrible thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say this on stream, but Mr. Zimbu played CUM on a triple word score.
Nice. Really came through there.
I knew he was going to say it, and I couldn't stop him.
Alright, let's find another trooper, because Cinny finished in 15th.
I sent my mom, we were playing Words with Friends together, and I played a 7-letter word by crossing urinate with P.
Entrance.
Yakazam has a horrible, horrible set of letters. Can make gum off of that M. Generally, when you have a whole bunch of consonants in one vowel, you want to try to play as many consonants in one go as possible to refresh and hopefully draw more vowels. Like, if Jackazam doesn't get 2 vowels here, she's going to be on just as bad no vowels. No vowels now. Might be time to go for an exchange. We had, I think we said Jerry Ayres finished in 16th, but Blasphemous Roar in 17th, that one guy in 18th, and now everyone's chatting it up. Had to scroll a little bit to get to the bottom.
I mean, it's a game about, like, stories almost. You can talk about, oh man, I had this game, right? Like, I was stuck in a corner, nothing but consonants.
I would love to see, like, improv artists
I'll tell, like, a story?
Scrabble and then turn it into a bit. This crossing down win here for Shrambles is not super good, but if he gets a T, he can make twin and then build off to the right. Not really good options for getting into the triple word score in the bottom. Meng. It's a word. Did Shrambles know? Shrambles with no vowels.
E. That's a word.
It sure is. And the H landing on a double letter score.
Oh, H is worth more than I would think.
Yeah. Because it always wants like a C or a T or
a
an
W.
S.
I mean, there's so many
Yeah.
that it wants. I don't think it's that hard. Oh, Shrambles is out of vowel.
Well,
he has an E.
It's like really dependent on a couple letters. And that limits its use. Like you can never it's what words start and end with is important in Scrabble because of the way you build off of other words. And very few things end in H. So it's clumsy that way.
Unless there's a T before it, maybe.
Yeah. Oh no, it from Shrambles is basically blocking off that triple word score forever. But maybe Shrambles knows only needs a couple more points and is just kind of playing whatever. It's very cold for Shrambles now.
Oh, it's a phone.
Ring.
Yeah.
I mean, can do like bringer or something, right? But there's one too many R's.
Wormy.
That I know
What a
what
word.
to do with.
I like it. Jackazam with wormy.
Ooh. And a lot of letters to work with to build off of now. It's gonna go with fort. He's kind of burning the T there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a triple letter, right? So you don't even need to make it in one go. Crow. Crew. Sure.
Meng is to mix, unite, or couple. Now, crew is going to be a little bit tough. No, there is space here. So as long as, well, there's no E. E really likes to go after C. Could maybe do like UCT, but doesn't have like a duct or anything.
Yeah, to see he could make craft. Gee.
She's going to go for fan. Those are some nice letters to build off of. C is another one where you'd think like, oh, that's in lots of words, but very few words end in C, so it's also clumsy and actually is worth 3 points.
Next. Another word.
Lightning 55 somehow gets Rai. R-A-I.
R-A-I?
Yeah.
That's not a word.
It's kind of set up for raid, like raid or rain or braid or brain, right? Like there's all kinds of ways you can build on either side of that.
Yeah, it's like the middle of a word. It's not.
Yeah.
It should be a word on its own, I think.
So an infamous way to use a J with a 2-letter word is Joe. That's a good one to have in your back pocket. Is there a good place Lightning can stash that currently? Didn't really see one. Just played UN. I don't know what the thinking was there. J, though, is not a word.
Shrambles started a new game and immediately exchanged all the cheap letters, so I'm gonna assume Shrambles is almost done.
That's very clever.
You can make
now
stew.
Has no vowels.
You could make stew.
Can make spew. Or make pew and then pews.
Or spew. Do you have to start in the middle?
Yes. And the middle is a double word score.
Oh, he doesn't like any of this.
You end up with... I think you just end up with 0 here. I don't think you have minus 26.
Yeah, no. Would be funny, though.
Couple more finishes. After that one guy in 18th. Where is it? There's so much chatter. Techspark in 19th and Cyrohydra in 20th. Can this give you 0 vowel starting hands? Yes. It can also give you all vowel starting hands, the way it did the very first time I loaded up the game.
Key. Do a key. And then you can do in. And also another key. Key and in. That's like 25-ish points.
Jackazam with a pretty clever Wormy Veto Crew 2 fort.
Ooh.
Fan Bond.
I like it when it's like a crossword shape, where it's like just all completely overlapping.
Yeah, it's very satisfying. So that's 21st place for Jackazam now. And then 22nd, Bolin Jim.
Oh no,
1 hour, 1 minute.
Shambles is throwing away his eye. He needs that for the key.
We saw Shrambles play that word, right?
Plain, but not key. And then he had an eye before. He could do like another key and in.
You can make queen on a double word score.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. You get the lab first. Do all your letters have to be connected, or could you play like some on the left, some on the right in the same turn?
You can, as long as they're in the same row or column.
Oh, what? That's weird. Belch. Okay. Good word.
Nighty is gonna... What are you doing? With all those letters? Okay, test.
That's successful. That's not a lot of points.
No, it's not. The E is worth 0. The others are each worth 1.
You got-
Times 3 is 9 points.
Big points. Oh, hold
And
on.
you are burning a blank tile and an S.
Big points.
So playing fast is important, but also if you can find better plays than that, then that also is good. I don't think we had you on stream, Cyrohydra. Whatever crime you committed is your secret.
Grandma's got a belt. Also kind of dirty.
Oh yeah, I think I may have given you the wrong impression. All your letters have to be part of the same word. You can't like jump way down in the same row or column.
But you can do like
Uh,
shape of
you can-
words, right? As long as all your letters connect to each other.
as they almost be in the same word.
No, just put the I down. Key again and in.
You can make other words obviously going across, or if you're making a vertical word, then or a horizontal word, then you can make other words going down. But
Yeah.
there must be one word being added to the board of which all your letters that you played are a part of.
Huh.
Someone should be able to ask what one word are you playing, and you can say it's this word. Every letter I played is in this word.
Oh, but they can also be part of other words.
Yes.
So like if Shrimers put key, then key would be the word, and he's also doing in. We're doing zoo? What? Oh yeah.
Zoo and of. That's gonna work. Big points.
Oh yeah. He's
And
done.
that's what Shrambles need to get over the finish line, but not before Hazel Shade finished in 23rd. So Shrambles in 24th. Aaron Dobie had to give a technical presentation about the rules of Scrabble. Surprisingly hard to concisely describe what a legal move is with 0% ambiguity. Yeah, I thought I did, and then realized I had a huge loophole of with all kinds of ways to exploit. Gab is not a word. Gave, with eyes going across, is, though. Lightning doesn't see it, unfortunately. It's going to go with over, and that's going to open up a triple word score.
Is Tipa Shuto playing like Japanese Scrabble? He did like Yabi and Sun. Gabe.
Invalid word. Could have gone with
Cap.
what? Cube on the S? Cubes.
Just cap. Like a taxi.
Exchanging all the letters. Yeah, TPC's doing some kind of restriction here, I think. Lightning is done. 25th place. So ever since playing Wet Sex, Nighty has added toe, gravy, drip, sin, and elf.
Oh, Piper is just done.
Whoa, Jackazib's got Gibbon on the board.
What else is playing?
feel like I just raised a lot of eyebrows, telling on myself a little bit. Ahem. Jackazam's already done. We're just watching her for fun. But he's going to try to finish out this board with Nag. I... Zill? Oh. There's a place for an I for Jackazam to just play in. And can put an A next to the X, actually. So yeah, there's a way for Jackazam to get out of this board. But instead it's just going to go with whatever that play was in the top right. And then going back to Nag. Does she see the in? There it is. No, left to it instead. EPC's got oink and eek. Two more finishes. Piper in 26th, who finished a board with 420 points. And Spock finishing in 27th.
Yeah, we're running out of contestants. We got 5 people who haven't finished. TPC, Banjo, 90, and then the Whitley and Walrus.
It means something else, but I'm pretty sure clit is a word and that he can make it right now.
I mean, clit also means the regular thing.
A regular thing.
Thing you would think of. But, like, I mean, even it's still a valid word, right?
I think it's short for
Clitoris?
clitoris. Yeah.
Yeah, does it count
think.
then?
I don't know. Depends what dictionaries have decided. Enough people say a thing, and then they're like, yeah, no, it's a word now. We've decided. Like email used to not be a word, but then it became such a huge part of our culture that they're like, yeah, no, okay, it's a word.
That makes sense. TPC is done.
St. Joe is trying to get to this triple word score in the bottom right. H-O-N, I think, will work. I happen to know H-U-N, you would think would work. It doesn't. Not in there. Under 10 points. So TPC, I think, was making those strange plays to just try to get some quick points at the start to finish, because only needed a couple more. They've finished now. 108, 49. A forfeit from Walrus.
And just put them up.
Got Ox and Axe crossed on a triple word score. That was a pretty good play. X is 8 points times 9, 72 alone. Plus another 6 or whatever from the vowels.
This is a nice race in the sense that you're always making progress. It's not like Pilot Wings.
Yeah, well, you're making progress as long as you're playing words. There are plenty of times where I'm like, just sitting there trying to think and not doing anything. And I know, too, because I know it's the worst thing you can do is to not do anything. It's better to be playing bad words than it is to be playing no words. But I can't help it, Maurice. I know there's got to be better than whatever stupid thing I see.
You gotta spell the long word.
He's got this J. I don't see a good way to use it, so I would just do CAD going off that D. Just start building up. Having CH, though, see, now I'm doing it wrong. I'm like, oh, I could keep the CH together, so I could try to get, like, watch or witch or...
Oh.
But it's not smart. Ooh.
I saw.
Unfortunately, needs an N, basically. Not a lot of things... I mean, you could just do, like, tag. Hag. But you're missing that triple word score. Or double word score, sorry. To the left, so... Ideally, you want a 4-letter something. It's going to go with head. It's going to ditch a lot of vowels. It does put an H on a double letter score, so I like it.
Does the double letter get reused?
Nope. Each bonus only gets used the first time you play it. St. Joe finishes in 29th place. It's the battle for 30th here between the Whitley and Nighty.
Yep.
Troopa versus Troopa.
Oh, I don't think it is actually.
Oh.
I think the Whitley... No.
I think the Whitley's Troopa.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Was playing some Apex in the voice chat the other day.
So we're giving minus points for last place, right? Minus 50.
That's so many points.
Yeah. the whole like race is decided by who gets last instead of who scores in top 10.
Also, a lot of people forfeited.
Well, those don't count. Oh. After
all right,
the
then
first
both of these players it's Ghost finishes in first, everyone else forfeits.
Oh yeah, that would be bad.
Minus 25, enjoy that.
That's why I'm not like running the tournament and deciding on the format and stuff. Alright, we got...
The Whitley really wants to do something with this K, and I don't think it's gonna work. Dirk or something would work, yeah. Steek.
I guess you will have to stick to simpler words.
You get an ARK, URK, IRK are the only ways I see to use it. I mean, could just do IRK on its own, IRK. It doesn't make good use of the K, but... and since it doesn't make good use of the K, I would instead just do like tat or tit or dit or something. Just start building.
Are we going back to stick? Stick.
I don't think there's anything from here.
Yeah. Well, there's stir.
Oh yeah.
But
just play it. It's fine.
You're not making use of the K.
Strick.
Strick? Let's just stick with extra R's.
It's an E short of strike is what it is.
Oh no! We're back to Struck?
Ooh, 90's got that juice.
Oh, that's juicy.
On a double word score.
Well, that's a lot of points.
28.
Or double.
The J's there too to reuse for some kind of double word score thing. Raj is a good one to know that ends in J and is short.
Whitley tried stra and it didn't work, and now he's not thinking of star.
Yeah, those 4 letters are funny actually, because you can make art, arts, rat, rats, tar, tars, star. I played a lot of text twist back in the day. Ooh, says Nighty's bored. Nighty is a ghost right now. It's not a Troopa.
Because you could
it's
make
a ghost going woo.
You could make an Ouija board.
It's gonna just play it as a blank S here on its own.
Oh,
to rescore Ty and Juice without any bonuses
that's good.
for 17 points.
I like it.
And is now stuck with a board full of vowels, so I don't like it. Unless, well, okay, can make out on going down onto that T in the top middle of the board.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if yo is a word. It might be. I think ya is not a word, even though I thought it would be. Ya. It is in this dictionary I have here, but I don't think it is in the Game Boy game. I'm gonna assume has already used the scramble.
Scramble.
Pine can become opine. Wow. Wow. Zinnick Reverie with a great play. With a U too, you only need like a T or an R or something to get out or hour, and that gets you start building into the bottom left.
Oh,
great play.
Nighty could make a lit. Isn't that the thing? Or is
A
that
what?
A lit on the right.
A lit, yeah. Could absolutely do that.
It's maybe hopeful
When you light-
for
when you-
new word.
When you light a candle, that candle is a lit.
Yeah.
Like a flame or a Twitter. Dooku.
Duct. No. That's not how you spell duct. That's sus.
Just go for Doug.
Uno. I don't think that's a word.
Or could make tug with tens on the right side of the board. You can dump O's with ooh, double O.
Oh,
Does
if
that work in this
if
dictionary?
that counts, then just make oo and ox on the top right.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I was thinking
That's
that
pretty
earlier, but I thought ooh can't be a word.
The two-letter Scrabble. Okay, I got them all here actually. No, it would be stupid to just read them all out. But what are double E is a word. FY is a word. GU is a word. IO is a word. There's all kinds of bizarre two-letter
Oni?
combinations. MM is a word.
MM?
MM. What dictionary is being used? Good question. We thought it would be whatever the Scrabble dictionary was when this game came out 20-ish years ago. But there's some things that just seem not quite right with it that we've seen, so we really don't know.
We got an R. R is pretty good.
Hour going down off of opine. Opine? That's one of those words I never say out loud. How do you actually say it? Opine. Okay, I have been saying it right. But you could also just do rug. Going off of the G. That also starts building into that area. No, don't use your only consonant there. You're gonna get stuck with the vowels again. Ah!
Oh god.
Oh.
He's like, oh crap. I didn't think this one through.
Still has that outplay at the top. Whitley is an E away from urinate. Has the T ready to play it too and everything. An L away from urinal. Unfortunately, it's gonna go ahead and just play sink.
I like sink. It's also on the triple letter.
Oh yeah. That's a fine play. Tornado.
Uranado.
You can make tornado or tornado, but no tornado. Oh no, actually, there's not enough room for it.
Well, now he can make narc.
That is correct.
Narc a word?
Well, the way that you're thinking of it is spelled N-A-R-C.
Yeah.
So it would just need to be some other word entirely that I haven't heard of, but that certainly doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Oh, what the hell are we spelling here?
Drum? Roan is a word without the D.
Oh yeah, just grown.
Grown. Oh, here it comes.
Grown.
G on the double letter, then multiplied by the triple word is pretty decent. Yeah, 24 points. Plus 6.
Alright.
A completely fine play. Ensued even can do later, and probably should.
Or ensues.
Ooh. Is that an ing? Yeah.
Whitley's like starting to spell words that look like they're going somewhere. Oh, apparently ends is a word, sure.
It's a plural of n, which is like I think just the letter n.
What?
Any way you spell, like you know how we say the letter n is n.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is a word, which is en.
So
that's why like Z is a word. Z.
What about
maybe?
H?
I think it's AITCH actually. Maybe. But I think that's what all those are. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like in German, we have the weirdest letter we have is Y, which is Upsilon. It's not a word, I think. I don't know.
Upsilon. Well, I don't think you can play like W or anything. But I think I might be completely wrong. Take everything I say with a grain of salt here, but anyway, I saw tossing for the Whitley, but it doesn't fit. Unfortunately, it goes off the edge of the board. But absolutely had the letters to get a bingo. Epsilon, like, is a. It's a letter. Is it a word though?
Well, I mean, it's like a Greek letter.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in Germany, it wouldn't be a word because it's how you pronounce the letter. At least I don't think so.
H. The letter H. Related word. H's.
H's? No. No. Get out of here with H.
I had to solve a crossword once that had H. AITCH, and it blew my mind. Whitley missed a bingo a minute ago with beautiful placement. Yeah, I saw the ing with a double S, and I was like, there's got to be something here.
I mean, could make dot, but sure.
Yeah, dit is when you're doing like Morse code, dits and dots.
Oh, really?
And probably other things too. But
dit is the long one?
Yes, because the dot is the dot.
Yeah, that's how I figured.
Zed. It's time for the Whitley to get British up in here.
Oh, like all the way at the top with the triple score,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That will be a lot of points.
Didn't da? Shoot. Then dit is then it's backwards.
It does sound like shorter.
Dit da, yeah.
I always say dash and dot when I play, and I keep talking and nobody else.
Mm-hmm. There is a German Scrabble dictionary, and Ypsilon is in.
Z and E?
There is.
That's good. I like it. It's like 40 points or something.
Yeah.
There we go.
And this is one of these things where if ed is a word, you can leave the Z and then make a Z word going across like ooze or something, and then it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, because then you get Z and ooze at the same turn.
Yeah, and both of them, because you're playing the Z that turn on the triple, they both get tripled.
Yes.
Yeah, so could have... I think ED might be a word. is at least in the modern Scrabble dictionary. So could have left that open and then did this jazz going across. And it would have been
tripled.
Like almost 100 points or something. Sloth. No, there's no U. For the Woodley, I just do jog. Just start building up that way.
You could do loosens. Almost.
Yeah, these letters really want a U. If one of these O's was a U, then basically anywhere, like off dart, you could turn it into darts and play sloths.
I mean, yeah, I like jog, because it also crosses the blue thing, whatever that is.
Oh, loosens. Off the ENS at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but then don't you need an E at the end?
No.
Oh, well then yeah, my word. Yeah, that was my idea. Slow. It's the country code for Slovenia. Apparently Slovenia is not a country in 1996. Actually, that may be true, hold on. I think it's 1990 or something? Slovenia 1991. So, it was probably a country when this game came out.
Why does the Bubble Bobble song have lyrics? Yeah, I've been trying not to think about it for a little bit.
There's nothing I can do.
Nighty's got just a U, has been cursed with horrible letters a lot.
Is tux a word?
I mean, we know it as an abbreviation.
Yeah, tuxedo.
But it might be one of those things that crosses into real word territory. It's gonna go for guff. There's gut, building off the T, or put. There's glut, which gives you the double word score. That's what I do.
Neither of these players has like a total point score on screen. So I have no idea if we're close.
Slosh over tides. Yeah,
Slog.
the S went down and I was like, ooh, and then it went across to slog.
I like slog.
Could have just played log and then saved the S for some kind of word going down.
Yeah, or done both of them.
Yep. Well, can do like hops or something going down onto the S.
Hopscotch.
You can just do logs again.
Oh.
I like hops actually because the H lands on a double letter score. Not bad.
Oh yeah, if you had done lock and then hops, it would have been good. It's the song spelling words now.
Or 90. They're singing EXTEND, the letters you collect to spell in Bubble Bobble.
Why?
Because it's a Bubble Bobble song.
Oh, it's an SSX song, so I have to spell super uber.
I mean, you could put that into the lyrics. Idol is a word, but not spelled like that.
With an A, right?
Yeah.
Heights, that's a word. I like it. Not a lot of points though.
No. And you already had an opportunity to build down off of the top S. And now they're kind of getting in each other's way. Could do shops.
Oh, you can
or
almost do jolly.
slops.
He needs a Y.
Could do slogs again, going down.
Go.
Gonna do go. On a triple letter with a G is 7 points.
Why not? I keep thinking of words he can spell with the letters he has, and I forget that you have to use one letter that is already on the board. I go like, oh, pol could be a word, but no. Unless you do like pulse somewhere, but you can't here.
You could do pollens.
Pollen. Oh! Oh! That's a good one. You do end up with the O on the double letter. Logo.
Yeah,
that's a word.
Unfortunate.
5 points. These are good letters, I think. Helpens. It's probably a word.
Helpens. Huh. Maybe, I don't know. You can almost get heartens. See, that's what I do. I look at what you can almost get. And then I try to think of a way to actually get it, and it's just not a good way to do anything.
So in real Scrabble, there's probably like a timer, right?
I'm not sure, actually. I assume there must be something.
Yeah.
I bet they would do it like a chess clock.
Maybe more like time bank wise, like you got a minute every turn and then another 10 minutes bank.
Yeah, something like that. Or you could have time control where every move you get another 20 seconds or something. Bullet Scrabble, yeah.
Oh god.
All right, 90 couldn't see anything. Passes 60 points minus 24, ends up at 36.
That's not a lot.
Starts with a new board. It's not a lot. 90, if anyone who doesn't know, in addition to just being an amazing blind player, has made top 8 in Mystery Tournament multiple times, has been around since Mystery Tournament 1, also has never quit a SRL blind race, any race at all on Speedruns Live. Has like 500, 600 plus races recorded, not a single forfeit. I think I forfeited my first race on SRL. And I've done it many times since. So Nighty will absolutely keep playing letters as long as it takes.
You could do Volt here.
That's a pretty good opener. With no E, it's tough to get good use of the V. Volt might even be like the single best thing to do. See, I just keep thinking, man, with an E, you could get grovel, grove, and Grover. I don't know if that's a word.
It's a game. Like Valorant, it should count. True.
But you don't have an E, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, sure, it's good. 14.
E is opening up the triple word. You can combine it with the Y. Maybe like an ERY word or something. Year.
Oh, year's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's double on the Y and the triple of the corner. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that Y goes up to 8 and then multiplied by 3. The Y alone is 24 points. Valorant is back.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Just needs an A. And a dictionary that allows the word Valorant.
It's not quite enough if you had an A.
Can spell flavor without the U that it should have.
Isn't that the American spelling?
Yeah. Also, the V ends up not on that triple letter score, unfortunately. But it would just open up the board a lot. And it's pretty closed off for the Whitley right now.
Checking lice. Lice is a word.
Ekum Bokum and then a bass drop in this Banjo-Kazooie remix?
I like
What
it.
the heck? Wow.
This reminds me of Ground Pound.
Yeah, that's true. This is your jam, isn't it? You were way into the tunes in that VTuber game.
I don't know why though. It's not really what I listen to.
Oh yeah? Okay. I thought I was like learning something about you. Like, oh, he's like way into EDM. Okay.
I don't know. Like I do like the Beat Saber soundtrack, for example.
Okay.
But it's
Yeah, I
not
think
something
you're a
I
fan
listen
of
to in
them.
my playlist.
Yeah.
Trot. That's a word.
Alan Trot.
And now you can make trots.
You can hear her. She's trotting.
I can make trots.
You could.
But you're wasting
with
your S.
no vowels, and every vowel. Yeah, you got to get creative here. You could do wig and we, but that's not quite good enough because you're just gonna get stuck again. Well, I don't know. I would play wig and hope I get vowels, basically.
Like a spooky stage? Sounds kind of spooky.
Bum, 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 bum.
Trees. Oh no,
This
wig.
is actually the desert music. Gobi Desert.
It does not sound like a desert.
The original instrumentation is a little more. Wah, 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 wah.
Lice?
Lice or lick. They're all 0 points.
it doesn't-
But, I mean, if you have a choice between lice or lick, I know which one I'd go with.
I mean, with lice, maybe you could key the word at the top right
I
and
don't
get
know.
one more point.
It's gonna go for ensue again? No,
Never.
ever. I have had trouble telling the V and U apart in the zoomed out letters. Game Boy Color resolution, not so good.
Okay, he can spell fart. Wait, he can spell farter. That's a word. Farter. Person who farts. See, this is now video game music quiz. I don't know. Mega
This
Man?
is Galaxy Man, yeah, from Mega Man 9.
Okay.
So here's the thing, though. You can't type Mega Man.
It has to be Mega Man. Does it
No,
have to
Mega
be
Man
IX
9.
or 9?
9.
Wait, is it even called IX? I think it's just called 9, right?
It's just the number 9. The main series games have numbers. The Game Boy games have Roman numerals.
I mean,
But
Mega
even
Man
there,
3
I think,
has Roman numerals on the title.
Yeah, but that's not what it's called.
Okay. I like Farter. I want Farter. Because you get a lot of good letters at the end as well. Maybe I should practice music crystal. But I'm bad. And like I said, like I hear something and I go, "Oh, I know this song." And then wait, which game is this though?
Oh, that's harsh. That's the worst when that happens to me. That's when I usually would click a hint. Like if I can sing the damn song,
Yeah.
then I'm like, whatever, I'll click the hint, give it to me, and then I'll get my 1 point. But there's no hints in this, so
What does it say in the hint?
it'll do stuff like it might give you like something like that if you clicked it here.
Oh,
Which is like that's like the least helpful one. Like if it gave you the M or the G, which it totally could. That's if you click the question mark hint. There's another one that would just give you these blanks. I think it killed my spacing, so you can't see. It'll tell you how many are in each word.
I can see.
And you type, and as you guess, it fills in any correct letters as you go.
Oh.
So like you just go like
It turns into Wordle.
And you fill in all the vowels, and then you're like, okay, and then you do STR, and it's really dumb.
But it'll take a while at least, so you do have a disadvantage with that.
Well, you're never gonna beat someone who actually knows the word.
Yeah.
And it's only the first person or people who get it within the first 3 seconds to get bonus points. So there's a period of like 24 to 4 seconds, or 30 to 24 seconds or something. What am I trying to say? There's a huge period of time where you are only going to get 1 point. If you get it.
Because the bonus is already gone.
Yeah. And so you have all that time. Once you pass that threshold, you have all that time to just play a word minigame to get a point.
Oh, in our case, not, because you're not allowed to use hints.
Yeah, that's why they're not allowed. Because it just becomes a totally different game.
Okay.
Whoa, the Whitley is going for...
Round? Rand?
Bronut.
It's like a donut.
It's when a donut is linked to another donut together, such that you can't pull them apart.
Or it's when the nice colleague brings donuts into work. Those are bronuts.
A bront is one who has brawn. I can't believe Whitley just puts the BR down and then just starts looking for the rest.
He's been doing that this whole time. Bro, what? Or bro want. I'm surprised. Like, these two are quite far behind. The last finish we had was at 110.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know.
Okay, this
words are a totally different skill set.
This is Mega Man again, isn't it? Mega Man 2?
Yeah, this is Mega Man 2, Wily 1.
Okay, nice. But like in my head, oh, I know this song, and then I go, oh wait, which game is this? Was it Castlevania?
Oh wait, no, it's not. Wait, is it like a medley? I thought I heard it before, but now it's something else. Now it's Punch Out.
Oh, it's Punch Out. Yeah, see, I will not do well in video game music, Chris. Brown. Nope.
Thankfully, Video Game Music Quiz doesn't have like remixes of stuff. It's the actual song.
Oh, okay. Want.
Unfortunately, that means all those old chiptune songs sound very similar.
Okay, you could make bro here. Bro. And then it would be a triple and also O. Which isn't super good, also not terrible, I guess.
I'm not 100% that bro's a word.
Bro.
Yeah, if there's a game that has a remix in the game, you can get that game's version of the song. Sometimes you hear a song and you're like, oh, okay, it's definitely this, and then it's like, no, actually, it's the Smash Brothers version of that.
There's no rhythm games, right? Like, it can't be Turkish Marsh, and then it's
Dragon
Donkey Konga.
Force has absolutely come up before.
Really? And then it's Guitar Hero 3?
Yeah. but I think it's only a couple of iconic ones. It's not like they didn't just dump the entire soundtrack in there.
That would also be like legally problematic, I think.
Probably.
Did you know that Dragon Force has like given permission to Clone Hero to use all their music, or at least
That's
some?
nice.
Yeah, but
they're pretty aware of what that game did for them, I think.
Yeah.
There's a guy, Ukog Monkey is a Clone Hero streamer. Used to do Guitar Hero, I think, back when it was the thing. But he went to see Dragon Force, and at one point he was trying to full combo a new Dragon Force song, and one of the Dragon Force guys, one of the guitarists, I think, streams on Twitch.
Oh.
And he heard that Ukog Monkey was trying to get this full combo on his song, basically, and was like cheering him on. So they became aware of each other, and then they actually brought Ukog Monkey, like he was in the audience or whatever, and during a show they were like, "You guys heard of Guitar Hero?" And everyone's like, "Yeah," because of course. And they're like, "This guy over here is a legend," and then like the spotlight comes down on him. Gave him a shout out in the middle of their own concert. Yeah, so they're pretty okay with that whole scene.
Zoe, is that a word?
Not a word.
It's a character
But it's
in
the kind of
SSX.
thing. Yeah, I would think it had a good chance of being a word.
Yeah, like a flower or something.
Yeah. Do maze off of that E. It's not a great use of the Z, but that'd be one way to do it. You could just do male. Or try to go for owl, which is Japanese for blue and not an English word. I first heard of Dragon Force from Guitar Hero.
Yes,
absolutely.
It was the song in the game.
Yeah.
Even
I
though
could beat every song in the game on expert mode.
I
except
I
never
couldn't beat
learned to
Raining
tap the
Blood.
intro. That song was messed up.
Raining Blood sucks.
That was hours for me.
I couldn't beat that one on expert.
Apparently that solo is literally the guy had no plan. He was just making noise on the guitar. Like it wasn't meant to be music to be played or replicated. And then hundreds of thousands of gamers had to try. Aloe. It's a nice little crossword word.
Oh, that's a flower.
Yeah, it is.
Or we could make Pa.
Oh, Cliffs of Dover, yeah.
Oh,
The final tier in Guitar Hero 3 is messed up hard. The whole thing. But I could do it. I could do it on expert.
Yeah, I can do Cliffs of Dover on expert.
I could do Through the Fire and Flames, except for the intro. I needed to sit down and learn how to tap, how to like elbow strum the bar and use your right hand to tap things.
If you never miss, you don't have to strum.
Well, you got to strum the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what they do is they just strum it and then move their hand.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of techniques for getting stuff done that people have really honed in on. And now it's extremely common to play with both hands up on the buttons a lot of the time in a lot of songs. But I practiced it a little bit in training mode, slowing the game down a little bit, but I never stuck with it. So I've never beaten the song. Anyway, look out for it, for the VGM music quiz. I think it's still kind of a long way away, over a week, I think.
I can tell you. Each music quiz is in 10 days. And some. Actually in 11 days, I guess. On April 2nd. In my evening, in your afternoon.
I will say, overall, this event has been really fun. I wasn't sure what to make of it.
Yeah.
And I thought mostly, I was like, yeah, I'll join, but like, there's really not a lot I'm interested in, right? I was like, I'll do the VGM quiz. was mostly what I was thinking. And then I like playing games with Jorf, so I was like, we'll do it. We'll play one of these co-op games together. That'll be fun.
Let's see what you've done. You've done F-Zero. I
That
stopped that after the second track. I played the third one a bit, and then I was like, eh.
Yeah, the third one is where it gets real.
But the third one is where it gets rubber bandy. Not that the second one wasn't rubber bandy, but still.
And I did a bingo card.
Yeah.
So I didn't think I would do any of that. But just seeing people hanging out and doing stuff made me want to be with them, and then made me want to join in with what they were doing. And so I had not streamed on my own personal channel in about 9 months.
Ooh, movie.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
The V is waiting for something, for some kind of triple letter. You could make avid
Day
or paved.
Day. Wait, it's a V. Davy. I mean, if Tony is a word, if Tony is a word, Davy is a word.
Yeah.
Or just Dave. But yeah, you were talking
for whatever
about
reason, I didn't want to stream for a long time. Just wasn't feeling it for various reasons. And then I streamed for 9 hours the other day. I played F-Zero and then came back to it for part 2 after I learned that I could make the game run better if I changed some settings. Shoutouts to TPC for helping me with that.
The expert on making games run.
Yeah, TPC knows a lot about that kind of thing, really.
Well, he has to.
Exactly.
His computer is a Commodore 64.
So that let me get back in. So I was able to start giving level 7s some good, honest tries. And I had some backup from teammate Crankdud, who's pretty good at that game, has done all the very hard tracks. Didn't even take that long on it, actually. So he was giving me some advice. And I did it. I did all the F-Zero tracks in about 3 hours total. And then someone finished up a bingo card. And I had 2 games I was thinking I would try to run on a bingo card, and one of them lined up pretty well. So I just played Shining Force 2 for like 5 hours.
Yeah, I did a bingo card too. I did Breath of the Wild. Just like
I saw you streaming it at one point, and I thought that was what you were doing.
Yeah, of course. It went really well. Took me like 1.5 hours of Breath of the Wild to do like 3/4 of the card.
Yeah, that's really good. I could have, I knew my game was not efficient in terms of time spent. I just wanted to play the game. That's what. Yeah.
Alright, Whitley has a lot of words, and I think he's got like places to put words, which is good. If you knew about key, you could make key and IE and another key. Is IE a word? Otherwise you can probably... Oh, you could... but it's not gonna multiply the Q then.
Yeah.
But like there's probably some word you can make at the bottom with an IE.
I mean, pi die.
Well, yeah, but I mean, touching the ×3.
Yeah. Wade.
Wait?
Or wipe.
Wipe?
Yeah, the triple word score in the bottom left.
Oh.
For the Whitley. WIPE.
Oh yeah, but I mean, then you can't place the Q.
Yeah, okay, with a Q, you need a U. Or an intimate knowledge of the Scrabble dictionary. There might be some cheesy word I don't know about, but...
I want to know how close we are so that I know if I want to pick to the head.
Right, yeah. It's hard to know.
I'll just ask them.
I like this remix of this Final Fantasy VI track. I think it's called A Fistful of Nickels.
It is. Wow. Good thing we only need the game name and not the song name.
Yeah, Cat is in my my go-to QAT ways to ditch a queue.
What?
Yeah, don't know what it is.
Well, it's not a cat. I can tell you that much.
Probably not. It's pronounced ket. Okay. How close are you? The Whitley says probably soonish, and Nighty says not soonish. It's a plant people chew on. When I went to Peru, they have the coca leaves, which I think is like kind of related to actual cocaine, but like it's not. It's much less of a powerful stimulant, I guess. But it is a little bit of a stimulant, and people there would sometimes just like put a leaf in their mouth and just kind of have it there.
I mean, I know chewing tobacco is a thing that looks disgusting.
Yeah.
And makes you look disgusting.
Oh, it is exactly the same thing. Okay. I thought maybe something needed to get added into the process.
Doesn't cocaine use like gasoline or something?
I really wouldn't know.
I watched some dude make cocaine on YouTube once.
And then I called the cops.
This man is making cocaine.
There are all kinds of like backyard scientists who do wild stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, this should probably be illegal. I'm pouring molten metal onto this salt to see what happens, and it's like it starts popping and exploding all over the yard, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Old-timey Coca-Cola had coca leaves in it, but they removed the cocaine part. Yeah, I did know that. That's how that Coca got its name. Is this Mega Man again?
Yeah, this is Wily. Wait,
it did go for
that's a good
Wade.
word.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I called out earlier. Oh, it has an X and a Q now. Oh boy. And a Y. It's gonna just try to go for Wadey.
Wadey! It's when you are like a Wade. I mean, you could make use of that double at least. Something that ends in A.
Not a lot of things do.
Really? I guess. See, that's like in German, I would say, sure. Plenty of words.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
388.
Plus something.
Yeah, who knows?
Oxyphenbutism. When I was in grade school, I had a friend whose idea of being smart was knowing the longest words.
Mm-hmm.
And so endeavored to learn how to spell pneumona ultramicroscopic silica volcanoconiosis.
I mean, I'm impressed you even managed to pronounce it.
Yeah, well, memory is a strange thing. When like once it gets etched in there, like sometimes it just stays forever.
Bit.
Could go for vivid with another V. Pneumona ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Is it silico or silica? Probably silico. Anyway, yeah, the trick is that it's new like pneumatic, mono like Monopoly, ultra like Super Street Fighter, microscope or microscopic is just a word.
Ooh.
Right? You only really need like volcano, like volcano. It's basically just silico and coniosis that you need to remember.
The Whitley spelling box, giving him 32 points.
That's the way to do it. It's simple, right? Box is not a tricky word.
Yeah.
We push boxes on this channel all the time.
Sadly.
It's just, yeah, it's all about creating opportunities for yourself and then capitalizing on them when they come.
I had a friend. You know when you upload an image to like Imager, you get a random link, right? Like it'll say imager.com/whatever/ and then HQ32LP, right? That's like the link to the image. And this friend was really obsessed with some actress. I don't remember which one. And he remembered like 10 different Imager links to pictures of this actress, and I don't know why.
By the letters, wow.
It makes no sense to me.
That's tough. That's a whole different kind of. That's where you get into the memorization tricks. Like there are people who are able to memorize like 1,000-digit numbers in the span of like an hour or two. And one of the things they do is they have meanings associated with each of the digits.
Oh.
So that like 3, 4, 5 would make them think of like tree for life. And so they'll picture a tree that gives life in their head. And then they walk down the street from this tree to 695. And then there's a giant number 9 having 6 with a lime or something. And so, and as garish and as wild as you can make the memory, the easier it is to memorize. So tree of life, and then a 9 having 6 with a lime, right? You follow it back from there, and you get all the digits. And I don't know how people are able to do it, but that like 1,000 digits they can memorize. Maybe your friend's doing something else with letters. I don't know. Heath. Not good enough.
Heath? Sounds like some kind of corn or something.
Yeah, a sheaf of corn, I think, is a thing.
Happy. No happy for you.
Yeah, see, Bright Shadow was like my friend and me in grade school. I have 5 Mitchstick. I remember that Penny Arcade comic. That's one of my favorites. No one in this town will help me unless I do their damn math homework. You gonna help me lower this bridge, or are you gonna do some stupid... I have 12 Mitchstick. Effie Troopers ready to launch. Well, the good news is that there's a QI that Whitley can drop down. The bad news is that I don't think Whitley knows it's a word. I want to put an E after prim to make prime year.
Oh!
That was it. It was just a couple more points.
We did it!
Finishing in 30th place after a grueling 2 hours, 5 minutes. The Whitleys across the line. That seems like a good place to call it.
Yeah, 90 says they're not soonishly done.
Yeah. So maybe we raid 90 then?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
How does this work?
So that's... Well, that's what we'll do. Thanks everyone for tuning in, especially for coming out and playing if you were doing any of that. Mystery Fun Fest continues. It's been a ton of fun. We'll be back with more events over the next coming days. So stay tuned. Go check out and wish Nighty the best with this Scrabble board. Come on back next time and we'll see you then.
Click the button. I think this worked.
Looks like it did.